Hello everyone, I welcome you all on my channel. This is Urmisha Patel, and today we are going to see how to create a trend line in Tableau. So Tableau has some few analytical model, and trend line is also a part of this analytics field. So let's explore this model and see how this helps us in deep diving to our data. So if I just summarize, I would just simply say that trend line is just going to give us a kind of a direction in which particular direction this data is going on, or let's say the pattern is showing, whether it is cyclic, seasonal, or it's a straight upward trend line or a downward trend line. So let's see this. Um, for that, select this analytics plane, and here under this model, you will find this trend line. So drag this trend line and pull it over to your graph and you will find this. There are 5 different types of trend line. You can select any of them. But which one is the best? We will see it later. So be there till the end of this video. So let's say I'll give it by default to this linear trend line. So select on that. Once you do, you will find a straight line passing through all these points. You will have a line. And this straight line is actually, if you see, the direction is going in an upward direction. So it says that the whole data or the pattern is in the upward trend, which is a good sign. Overall, if any business, they always want it to be in an upward trend, not in a downward trend. But let's see what this trend is talking about. So as you know, I have this whole line chart based on the order date and profit, and I can see this profit is going in an upward direction. But um, how this profit is, you can evaluate, how you can have the confidence. So by default, this whole models are based on some 95% of confidence. So this, if you see on this profit is equal to some kind of an equation is formatting. So based on whatever the fields you have used here. So profit is equal to, which means if you have learned something in your 10th and 12th, you will have some line equation which says y is equal to mx plus c. So same thing has been applied over here. And that's how this linear trend is forming with a 1 degree. If you go on this r squared, so what r squared is going to tell you is how best this model is fit in. So if you say, is there any kind of a dependency between this profit and the order date, then based on that you can have this. So r squared, if higher the value, that's the best model or the best line you can say for that. So based on this model, you can have, right now it's just showing 0.20, which is least, it's a worst, but still, right now we just have 20. We will check on some other trend lines as well. Now the p-value. So p-value is 0.0011, something, something. So if anything is less than 5%, so anything less than 0.05 is always best. So this p-values has to be less than 5%, then it says that this is the best. You have the confidence. So this is just giving based on the confidence interval. This is significant. It's a proportionate value. So anything which is proportionate value, so we would expect to have this proportion, or you can say the proportionate a probability value. Uh, if I say correctly, then this is a probability value which has to be 0.05. So 0.05, yeah, 5%, less than that. So right now, we will stick on this r squared, which is 0.20, and the p value is less than 0.05, which is good. Um, if you right click over to this line, you will find this describe trend line. You can understand this data. So you will find this equation, month value, the standard error, the t value, p value. So this is specifically, if we say this factors are actually the statistical analysis factor. So this is definitely a part of the statistical analysis, or you can say the data scientist job or a analytics field. So if you having a good knowledge on that, you can understand this more in depth. Now there is one more option we are going to see. You can edit all this trend line as well. uh, there are different models you can edit. You can build on some other build on separate trend line as well. There are some options, let's explore that. On clicking on this tooltip, show tooltip, it will show as right now we are showing. Show the confidence band, that if you click, it will show you the upper and the lower bands with the 95% of confidence. Allow the trend line per color. They have their colors and all. Recalculate the line. So just clicking on. So right now we are just going to the default one. But let's see what the other trends are telling you. So this is first we check for the linear trend line. Now let's see on this exponential trend line. So exponential is um, giving you in something with an exponential. So if you see the profit, the equation has been changed now. No more the same constant value or the coefficient values. So definitely the standard error, everything has got changed. Even the p value has been changed. Earlier in the linear trend, it was something below 0.0011 something, and right now it's 47. So bit high, but it definitely less than 5%. But if you check on this r square is 0.16, which is way less than 0.20. So definitely this is not the best trend. But yeah, if you want, you can understand. Again, right click on this, describe trend. It will show you the trend, what exactly this equation is all about, the standard error and everything. So this is all about the exponential one. Now the next, which is enabled right now, where I can see this polynomial. So let's try this out. Polynomial is showing some kind of a curve right now, but I believe this could be a best one because the r squared right now is 0.21, which is definitely a higher than the linear trend line and much better than the polynomial trend. Sorry, the exponential trend line. Before that, we saw that. If you check on the p-value, it's a little bit higher, but definitely less than 0.05. So we can go with that. And yes, the equation has been changed. The equation is now something on the degree of 3. So let's explore this one as well. Describe the trend line. You will find some degrees over here with this 3. So definitely the equation has been changed. You can also change this while edit all this trend line. If you want to see exponential, the degree right now by default it will show you is 3. You can explore with 2. It starts with 2 and goes up to 8. So we can have which is the best. Let's see what is talking about with the 8. You will find the value is 0.21, but if you see for the p value is 0.065, which is higher than our confidence level, or you can say the probability has to be hardly 5%, less than 5%, but it is going beyond, so we will not go with this. But you can explore different values here. I'll go with something which is says 2, and let's see with the least value you will find 0.20, but I find so far with the 3. Let's explore 4 as well. You will see no, it's going no, it is good actually, but let's have this p value more significant and go with the 3. I find this one is the best one. So so far you can select which one is the best trend out of this as well. Plus you can apply different type of trend line and see which one is the best fit line for this. You can also edit the trend line the way it has been given here. So you can go on the format and change the dash line and make it something with the, let's say, the dots, the small dots, and it should be with the red in color. Let's say this. So you will find there's a change, that it's changed to red. So you can format, you can enhance your trend lines and apply to this. I hope you like this video. If you really like, then do like, share, and subscribe.